The Lagos state chapter of the All Progressives Congress has backed the federal government over reports that it approved a $9 million contract for lobbying services to communicate to the United States government its efforts to protect Christians in Nigeria. In a statement issued on Friday by its spokesperson, Seye Oladejo, the Lagos APC defended Nigeria's decision to engage lobbyists, describing it as standard global practice. Reports indicated that a Kaduna-based law firm, Aster Legal, retained a U.S.-based public affairs and lobbying firm, DCI Group, on behalf of the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. The agreement was signed on December 17, 2025, by the managing partner of Aster Legal, Oyetunji Olalekan Teslim, and the managing member of DCI Group, Peterson. Opposition parties, including the African Democratic Congress, the People's Democratic Party, the New Nigeria People's Party and the Labour Party, criticized the decision of the Bola Tinubu administration, describing it as an attempt to polish Nigeria's image abroad while citizens continue to grapple with rising insecurity and economic hardship. In particular, the ADC, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Bolaji Abdullahi, said the spending reflected misplaced priorities, stressing that no amount of paid lobbying could cover up bloodshed or the government's failure to safeguard lives and property. However, the Lagos APC said the criticism by the opposition showed either grave ignorance of modern governance or a deliberate attempt to mislead the public. The party maintained that it was standard practice for governments across the world to engage lobbying and public affairs firms to promote national interests, attract investment, correct misinformation and strengthen diplomatic and security cooperation. Countries across North America, Europe, the Middle East, Asia and Africa deploy such firms to influence policy, boost trade, secure development assistance and protect strategic assets. It bears restating that lobbying is a universal, lawful and widely deployed instrument of statecraft, the party argued. The Lagos APC said the opposition was unsettled by the federal government's move, which it said would end the demarketing of Nigeria before the Comity of Nations. It stressed that the Tinubu administration now had the opportunity to counter false narratives about the country and project its reforms and progress. The statement read, "The federal government is not unaware of the enormous resources the opposition has historically deployed to talk the country down internationally, while paradoxically remaining disappointed that their repeated predictions of doom and Armageddon have failed to materialize." By proactively projecting Nigeria's reforms, priorities and progress through legitimate global channels, the government has ensured that the true Nigerian story will now be told in truth and in deed, from a positive, factual and forward-looking perspective, not by those driven by cynicism, misinformation and a destructive political agenda. The discomfort of the opposition does not stem from concern for probity, but from the realization that Nigeria has chosen confidence over apology, engagement over silence and leadership over provincial thinking. Strategic international advocacy is not a crime, it is a necessity in a competitive global order. The Lagos APC urged Nigerians to defend the nation's interests on the global stage.